talking a bit about how she's feeling with her Kig outfit out here, and how she's not so much interested in doing Kig for all these people as so much the pictures here, and how she's feeling with all these other people around. Like, do you want to talk a bit about that for her?
It's not posted to be offensive or call people out. If you watch this, it needs to be I'm going in watching this knowing that by the end of this, I hope you're aware that you have support from people like me. I'm cool with it. I want you guys to do your thing. I'm not demanded to basically conform to your guys' views, and it's like that's not what makes a community ever. That's not what makes it work. I'm at a con setting, obviously, like, you know, you want to be noticed. These are people that you're comfortable around. I don't feel like hiding my face changes that fact.
Yeah.
With Kig. It doesn't change the way I feel about people staring at me. It doesn't change the way I perceive the difference between being in a con setting or being in a public setting. I know self-conscious about it. It's something I've always just not liked, even out before I was cosplaying. I don't like people just staring. I find I don't know, it's unsettling. It's unsettling. So I'm one of those people that don't like drawing public attention to me.
Or how are people reacting, you figure?
Well, I know people are probably looking when they walk by. And that, I don't think that bothers me as much as the two women sitting on a bench over there that I know have been constantly staring. And it's like, you've seen what we're doing. You see this, cool. If you're not going to come talk to me, like, leave me alone.
Like Kig, this might be the first time a lot of them are seeing Kig, so like, I can see how people are, and trying to empathize. Like, for me personally, I think trying to empathize with people who are not part of the Kig community is how I try to approach Kig. Like, we've talked a bit often about how the performance aspect, and how a lot of you out there like performing for people, and there's ways to make that happen. Like, for example, Jim Henson with his Kermit the Frog situation there. Like, everybody wants to be a part of that Kermit experience because they've agreed to be a part of that. We're doing stuff, we want to make sure that everybody's on board for what we're doing before we start doing any. Well, first off, we don't perform. We're not performers.
I don't perform. If you want to see me act anything like characters, it's done in panels with friends, and it's decently planned out. First and foremost for personal satisfaction, and then for you know, people to enjoy in that fandom with me, or love the character that I'm dressed as because I love that character too, not that I'm trying to sell that I'm this character. Yes, I like looking accurate, but it's like I also don't like, you know, feeling like I'm not myself at a convention. It's not appealing to me at all. You come off more believable when you're being yourself in the outfit.
I also think that the performer is more relaxed when the audience is more relaxed, and if everybody's kind of agreed on what's going on here. Like, when we brought the Kigs in, we introduced the Kigs as the people, so that all of our friends were comfortable knowing that there's this random stranger that they don't know even what they look like hanging out with them, so then everybody was kind of relaxed.
And that's how it should go for anybody. You act how you feel comfortable. I find that, like, from the little bit of engagement I've had, because I'm cosplay based, I have found some Kigs that are in a cosplay based type mentality of how they perceive Kig, and they've kind of come out of the woodwork. Because if I'm trying to come into a Kig community and bring it into cosplay, it's like, yes, I want to make friends with Kigs. I respect what you guys want to do. I don't care, but I also don't want to feel unwelcome because A, I'm a female in a Kig community. B, I take a cosplayer perspective, so I'm not gonna like everything that goes on. But, you know, like, that's where the divide is. We should just all just be cool with people doing their thing, and, like, my head's off right now.
Yep.
Like, I guarantee you there's a few probably that might have watched this if we decide to post it that are going to be peeved and be like, oh, she took her head off. Does that really matter? Do you have to take your head off? No, you don't have to take your head off. If you don't want to talk, you don't have to talk. But it's like, I don't care if there's a Kig sitting next to me with their head still on. That's fine. I can, that's whatever. You're not expected to do it. I'm not expecting them to do it. But this is what I do, this is what I choose to do, and this is how I choose to do it. And it's that respect in a community that helps build a community.
We're all different.
We're all different. It's same with cosplay. It's the exact same when it comes to it. Like, everybody does something differently. Everybody has their own little niche or reason to be in it. And that's what I like about it, is just the support that comes from the differences people have by them being respectful of that difference. It knits communities together.
It brings their own unique perspective on things. And I think the more diversity of perspectives we have in a group, the more interesting a community can get. Like, I know a lot of times in Kig, we have these different factions for people that are in it for a variety of reasons. I know the F word is a big reason why a lot of people are in it, and I mean that's cool if that's your shtick, but
yeah, I have no problem with that stuff. But if somebody was to expect that out of me, I can tell you where to go. For me, this is not saying like that's how you feel it. My private life is my private life. If I'm into something that involves the F side or the, you know, personal side of stuff, it's like you're not going to see it on my social media. You're not going to see it posted online, and it's between my fiance and I. Like, nobody else needs to hear about it. It's not anybody else's business. I'm not gonna sit here and not treat somebody nicely or be polite to them or even just accept them as a human being just because I find something they do is disgusting. I don't have to agree with what they do.
Yeah.
But it's like, does that mean I have to be like, oh, I'm not talking to that person because they like running around in panties? It's like, no, I don't care. Just, you know, like, go do your thing, but
yeah,
whatever, you know, if I'm not comfortable with it happening around me, I just say, hey man, this part of it isn't really comfortable around me, so if you want to go do this, just let me know and I'm gonna like peace out for a bit. Like, that's fine. Like, I cosplay. I don't really cosplay women ever, or girls. I'm not into the cute scene. I don't have the face to do any shota boys. Like, I can't do it. So it's not appealing to me. Like, so when I dress up, I guess I'm dressing up as like my husbandos, like, and that's the way it goes, right? Like, I want to feel handsome, and that's fine. That's why people dress up certain ways.
Just because you do something that not everybody else does, you still deserve the respect to make sure you're
and that's owning up to it, is that you own up that you're into it for this reason, but you don't have to answer to anybody for it. And that's the important thing, right?
Yeah.